I want to ask you a question that many of us go our entire lives without truly answering. What are you actually living for? Hmm. Not what society told you want, not what success looks like online, because, boy, that online success, it ain't adding up. But no, not the paycheck, the title that you have, or the version of success that someone else has in their mind for you, because everyone knows what you would be best at. We don't want to look at your title, your paycheck, your house, the version of success someone else feels like that's for you, because everyone says, "Oh, you'd be great at that. You'd be great at that." But what do you? What's in you, not what's in their wallet, what's in your wallet? But I mean the real thing. What are you living for? The thing that makes you feel connected, the thing that makes you feel like life has meaning. My life has meaning. Because I've learned you can accomplish pretty much anything you want in this lifetime and still feel like something's missing. And you cannot have started anything at all and know something's missing. And you're still going to ask yourself, regardless, is this really it? Is this it? Is this the life that I'm destined to live? That question is going to get asked. And when it does, you need to know that that question is not failure. That question is awareness. And it's a deeper part of you asking, am I actually building what belongs to me? Is this my legacy? Well, today we're going to be talking about purpose and meaning and finding your North Star so you can begin to answer those questions. So please, if this connects with you, drop a comment. What is something that you do where you completely lose track of time? Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe to the Conscious Ascension Compass series, because this series is all about helping you know yourself, rebuild yourself, and intentionally design the life you desire to live. Welcome. I'm Simply Bettina, mind architect and lifestyle design strategist, and you've just entered a space where transformation is elegant, intentional, and grounded in truth. This is episode 2 of the Conscious Ascension series. In episode 1, we talked all about introspection and self-reflection, because learning how to look inward, understand ourselves, and become aware of our thoughts, emotions, and those pesky little patterns. But awareness is not enough. It's not. Because once you understand yourself, the next question becomes, where am I going? And that is where your purpose comes into play. And the Conscious Ascension Compass is built around 8 key aspects that help you create alignment from the inside out. And today we're going to step into purpose and meaning, because self-awareness helps you understand who you are. Purpose helps you decide how you want to live. And one of the biggest misconceptions or misunderstandings about purpose is that people confuse it with goals, but they're not the same thing. Your purpose and your goals are not the same thing. A goal is something that you achieve, and purpose is something that you embody. You are purpose. Goals are destinations. They're specific to an outcome you want to achieve. They always have a finish line. Purpose is your direction. It does not have a finish line. And it really, truly, it's like a compass. It guides you through every decision that you're going to make. And that difference, it matters. This isn't a 6-7 situation, because sometimes you reach the goal and you realize you still don't feel fulfilled. You accomplished your goals, or you simply just stayed stagnant due to external factors, and something feels disconnected. Something's still off, regardless what's going on. Why? Why is this way? Why? Because achievement without alignment does not create fulfillment. You're achieving things, but there's no alignment to this achievement. So it's not really registering or resonating with who you are. Living with no direction is just going through the motions. It's that NPC behavior, non-player character stuff. We want no parts of it. Purpose is what gives your life meaning beyond success and failure. It's the reason you keep on growing. It's the reason you keep on showing up. It's the reason you keep on becoming. Because here's something we don't often understand. Purpose doesn't always arrive all extra loud with the big bow. You wake up in the morning and it's your purpose is here on the platter. It doesn't happen that way. Sometimes purpose whispers. It shows up when you're helping somebody and something inside of you lights up, or when you're creating, or when you're learning, when you're solving a problem, when you're doing something you enjoy and time just disappears. Those moments are clues. A clue, a clue. And we want to pay attention to those clues. That's your job. Pay attention. Pay attention to the clues. You might be wondering, if purpose is connected to who we truly are, why do so many of us feel disconnected from purpose? Well, there's many factors. For one, life happens. Life be lifing. And those of us who understand life be lifing understand life be lifing. Expectations happen. Survival happens. Some of us are still trying to figure out what we're eating and how to pay the light bill and how we're going to get from point A to point B and what's going to happen with the children and appointments and co-pays. And it's hard to find purpose in a situation like that. And Maslow's hierarchy of needs specifically addresses safety and shelter as one of the key components to being able to fulfill purpose and meaning. All that happens, and somewhere along the journey, many of us stop making choices based on alignment and start making them from expectations, fear, obligation, survival. We might even start asking these questions. What will people think of me? Oh! Horror question. What should I do? What is expected of me? You might ask those instead of asking the valid questions. Who am I becoming? What matters to me? And what impact do I want my life to have? Those are the questions we should be asking. And when we don't ask those questions, over time, our authentic desires get buried under responsibility, fear, comparison, and other people's definitions of success for our lives, our dreams. But buried does not mean they're gone. The things inside of you don't just disappear. They go into hibernation and they wait for you to return. There's that pull inside of you, and you just have to be still enough to feel it and to experience it. That desire to grow, to contribute, to create, to change. Pay attention to that. Purpose is speaking. So now I want us to do a North Star analysis. There are 4 questions I want you to sit with this week. Yes, there's always some questions. And I don't want you to rush them. This is not high stakes anything. This is for you. So don't rush them. Don't answer based on what sounds impressive, because what is impressive? Everyone's perception of impressive is different. So don't get bogged down on what sounds anything. Answer them truthfully. All right, here goes our questions. Question 1. When have you felt most alive? Not the most successful, the most alive. What were you doing and who were you becoming? Question 2. What problem or challenge in the world creates a pull inside of you? The thing that makes you think somebody should do something about this. Well, maybe that somebody should be you. Question 3. What do people naturally come to you for? What advice, energy, wisdom, creativity, or skill do you give out without even realizing its true value? And question 4. If fear was removed and failure was not controlling your decisions, what would you build? What would you create? And what would you spend your time doing? It's exciting to answer all of those. So this week, you're going to sit with those 4 questions. They'll be in the description below. I'll have my assistant assist with that. Now, I want you to do some conscious ascension practice this week. This is called your North Star practice. It doesn't have to be called that, but we're calling it that. Your North Star practice. Every morning for 5 minutes, I want you to complete this sentence. My life matters because. That's it. That's the question. Don't edit yourself. Don't sound what writes good. Write what feels true. Be true to yourself. Because if you're gonna not be honest with yourself, what's the purpose of all of this? This is for you. For you. So you got to keep it 100 with yourself. And that's the part that's hard because going back to introspection and self-reflection, that inner work and understanding those emotions and those patterns, that's intense work. And you're pulling your shadow self out of that. That's intense. But we want to write what feels true. We want to write what resonates with who we truly are. And over time, after you're writing your sentence out, my life matters because you should start to see and notice a pattern that reveals your values, what you believe in, what you stand for. It reveals maybe parts of yourself that you may have forgotten. And like we said earlier, purpose isn't just some huge, big moment. It's not like getting your superpower or anything. It just happens. Sometimes purpose is revealed through small, authentic moments of who you are over time. Now, when you begin aligning with purpose, something powerful happens. Your decisions change. Your software is continuously being updated. And instead of asking those mundane questions, what should I do? You start asking, what aligns with who I'm becoming? Now, that's a powerful question. What aligns with who I'm becoming? Because your energy changes, because you're no longer just completing tasks, checking things off your to-do list. You're connected to meaning now. You're connected to purpose. Your relationships start to change because you begin understanding and recognizing what's supporting your growth and what is pulling you away from it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Purpose gives your life direction. It becomes your North Star. That thing that guides you even when you feel uncertain. Like, oh God, I don't know. I need to, I know. And then you do it and you're so excited that you did it because it birthed a whole new environment of possibilities for you. Yes. Because when you know what matters, you build differently, you choose differently, and you live differently. And like we said in the last episode, people say, oh, you changed. Yes, boo boo, I changed. I did. I changed. And if anyone has a problem with you changing, that's a them problem. That's not a you problem. You do you. Now, before you go, I want you to sit with one last question. What would your life look like if you stopped postponing the things that matter the most to you? Not next year, not when everything is perfect, because I've never known a perfect moment. But I mean now. What would your life look like if you stopped postponing things that truly matter to you? Just a question. If this episode resonated with you, subscribe and continue the journey with me because this channel exists for one purpose, and that's to help you become a conscious architect of your life and intentionally design the life you were always meant to live. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for tuning in.